Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we are going to trade up to the #1 overall pick to get Justin Jefferson, a quarterback, and basically just give up anything we can to that #1 spot here. But first, let's see who can beat what Kelsey brother comes out victorious in the Super Bowl. If I had to guess, I'm going to go with Chiefs. I've been wrong about this one before. But yeah, give me okay. So the Eagles ended up winning by 6 on that one, which is a little bit rough. But yeah, we'll have to go ahead and try to re-sign a player or two. And I mean, we don't have a lot of time to do so. But it's a tough situation this team's in, especially with some ages around the team. As I open up free agency, 33 years old. Dalvin Tomlinson's a 29-year-old. Probably a part of that trade. Garrett Bradbury you want back, obviously. Younger player, not quite up there in age like the other guys, but he will be happy to sign and continue playing for this wonderful team. Irv Smith, I think we're fine if we miss out on him. I don't think we're missing out on much. So yeah, I think that the deal's going to have to deal with Dalvin Tomlinson, our first round, and then maybe a next year first. For close to that #1 overall pick, I'd have to extend them. Okay, so forgot to turn off trade deadline because me not so smart. So we'll just go ahead and Dalvin on a 2-year deal that looks like this. Looks good for me. And we'll let Pat Pete and Alexander Madison walk, and then see what we can do here in free agency. This is kind of like an off season, but with a twist. So we'll see who we can get in free agency, maybe as like a trade piece or two. Not all realistic. Obviously, I don't see the Vikings trading up to #1 anytime soon. Jacoby Myers would be the exact weapon this offense needed. I'm not going to lie, that fit would be pretty incredible, but I don't think that we'll end up doing that. I think Corey Davis on like a 2-year deal would be a really good fit for this team as well. So we'll just do that. And then in the tight end room, probably need more of a blocker than anything. I don't think that you're really going to be too interested in that. I'm good there. Left guard, who do we have? Ezra. I'm fine keeping Ezra Cleveland, at guard. And then Bradbury, obviously, at center. And then at guard, you don't really have anyone. Ed Ingram, he's younger, but he's not that great. So at left guard, there is David Edwards. We can just 2 years, 2.5, and then 2 mil just for the base salary. I don't mind that contract. It's not too big of a something out of the bank account there. We got Harrison Phillips, and then obviously Dalvin Tomlinson, and nobody else up the inside, but Zach Harrison can play there as well. And on the right end, who do we have? Russ Blacklock probably won't do it for me. And with full interest here from Ebukam and Davenport, I'd prefer, Marcus Davenport easily. So we'll try to sign him on and get him on a good deal. And then at outside linebackers, no one that really strikes me with any of the interest, and we don't need a middle linebacker. Right outside linebackers, fine for now. At corner, could use a corner. Pat Pete gonna come back. I don't want to get Pat Pete back, but we definitely need a corner. So Rock Ya-Sin feels right. I think Rock Ya-Sin on like a 3-year, 2.5 over 3. I think I like this deal a little bit more than if I were to extend an older, veteran type player. Mike Hughes is here, former Lion. Just bring in another guy, especially for the future. I think that contract can also be done. I think that would be 5 out of 5. Good at the safety positions here. Top 100, targeted, top offer on all these guys with good offers. Should maybe get even all 5 of them, and we do. So good stuff there in the offseason. Move on to my draft. I say my draft because I'm using my draft class. So if you guys are curious, I still got to tweak a few things every here and there. But I think other than that, I spent I think it was 4 p.m. to 3 a.m. on this draft class yesterday. So should be, somewhat decent to this point, if I had to say so. Ended up just calling it a night though. So went to bed. But trying to trade up here. I don't think we need to trade up for the number 1 pick. I think number 2 pick would be necessary. Number 1, they're not going to take a quarterback, and that's what this whole video is about. So maybe Kirk Cousins, and then I don't want to sell Dalvin Tomlinson now just because. But Eric Hendricks, I'd be fine moving, and maybe get a linebacker in the 2nd round or whatever, and then go to the Texans here, see how they feel about this. And it's a done deal. Kirk Cousins, Eric Hendricks, and 24 gets us up to number 2. Very nice. Not having to pay for number 1 overall, where they'll take Tyree Wilson. So it is a little interesting because he is like 5th down the board, and leaves us just about anyone of choice. And I think that we'd probably have to go Bryce Young. I think it just has to happen. I don't know. I guess, yeah. Let's just pull the trigger, be done with it, keep it moving. Best quarterback in the class for a lot of people. We do not have a 2nd round pick. That is a little rough because I definitely wanted a middle linebacker. Who would be there in like the 3rd round? I'm just curious because we need someone. So in the middle, I mean, these guys right here probably won't do it for me. Peyton Wilson is fine, but he's not great. Henry To'o down the board. Probably be a target, I guess. Let's just move to our pick and see who's available at the linebacker spot or just in general. I did 6. There's basically 6.5 rounds of just straight up players in this, like real players. And I still need to fix some like the UDFAs and whatnot. Tre'Davious Hodgins Tomlinson, quite the name. DeJuan Jones is here, someone that could help the team. This name is redacted, Herbig. So I'm going to go ahead and actually snap a quick picture of this and, just move on with my day. But, yeah, I mean, we could go running back here, but there's no need at all. So probably just roll with a linebacker like we had mentioned. I don't care how late we're taking him down the board. Toa is still here, but so are these guys right here. Dorian Williams, I liked out of Tulane. He looked fine. Indiana Cam Jones was good. I can't remember exactly what sort of deal he was in. I made him last night, but I can't remember. Looks good. Let's take him. Normal development sucks, but he looks good. I'm fine with that pick. Now moving on to the early 4th round pick. Should still be a player or two here. Outside linebacker Herbig from Wisconsin gets off the board. Tillman still here. Tyreek Stevenson's here. Byron Young, a player I don't mind. Viliami Feheko. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, he's a speed rusher with some good coverages. I mean, if I'm really going to take anyone here, I'd want to take someone with like high upside. And to me, that'd be one of these receivers. But we just don't need a receiver. Antonio Mafi's pretty good, but not quite the guy I'm looking for. All these guys down the board as well. Let's go Chase Brown out of Illinois. Just a great running back all around. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know his dev trait because he's one of my favorite players in this class. So I'm sure you guys have a general idea of what I gave him. So it's not just star, I'll put it that way. Quarterback Max Duggan goes off the board now. Who's left at quarterback? Dorian Tompkins is here. A little interesting. Hayner, Cunningham, all those guys. Cedric Tillman is still just sitting on the board, basically mocking me at this point. I do not mind the player. There's just a few things about him that would take a lot of developing. And I think he could be the next up-and-coming receiver. So let's go Cedric Tillman, give him some time to sit behind a few guys and, develop well. Get out of this draft and look at who we drafted. And then after that, we'll go ahead and actually look at the team and, see what the team looks like after this draft. After we draft, obviously, Bryce Young as our new quarterback. Just all that good stuff that we made this offseason, these changes. But, okay. Bryce Young, 76. Cam Jones wasn't as good as I thought. It was 70 overall. Chase Brown, 74. And then Cedric Tillman just fell. Wide receiver out of Tennessee, I rated out of 71 overall. Not the fastest, not the best. But, yeah, looking at the whole NFL here, good players up and down the board. Bijan, Will Anderson, Jalen Carter, Quentin Johnston, Addison Johnson. I mean, just some of these guys are obviously rated higher than others. And obviously there's some variation. Rashee Rice I really like in the class. 3rd round pick. second round pick, second. Probably something I should change for sure, but I think it all comes down to positional value as well and where they end up on the board. But it kind of is what it is. So let's get to the preseason, and then I'm going to advance to the regular season. We'll get to take a look at this new team that the Minnesota Vikings have built around them. I think that we really focused on offense. I don't think that we were very in tune with our defense at all. So that's kind of a downfall. But our offense looks pretty good here as we have Chase Brown, Dalvin Cook, Jay Jettas, Corey Davis, Thielen, Osborne, Rager, and then Tillman. Tillman probably should play at the like wide receiver 4 area, but no, I guess put Osborne there. He's earned it. TJ Hawkinson, O'Neal, Edwards, Bradbury got a good defense or offensive line to really help Bryce Young and Dalvin Cook. And defensively, team looks good, but not great. Obviously, now a hole at middle linebacker, trading Eric Hendricks, but just getting old and had to kind of let it go. Cam Jones and Jordan Hicks will be playing there. Good rush ends for sure. And now we've got good interiors. Marcus Davenport is basically non-existent. Don't even know why we got him. He'll play interior, which is just not his game. Chase Brown, I want him to get a few snaps under his belt, so we'll do that. Corey Davis. Now, let's leave Adam Thielen in the slot. Do like him as a player. And yeah, so a couple holes on defense, which is fine. Nothing anyone can't live without. But let's simulate to the playoffs. First, see if we made it, and then see the end of the season's stats and just all that fun stuff. We end up going 7-10. I'm not going to say that was expected or anything. Tyler Huntley led the league in yards. Bryce Young came out, had a very good rookie campaign, 4,400 yards, basically 32 touchdowns, 10 interceptions on 64%. Completion percentage isn't bad. Chase Brown was really good as a rookie, but Dalvin Cook was out there cooking. Receiving wise, Adam Thielen leads the team. Very unlikely, yeah, that is just not right. Justin Jefferson, nearly 1,100 yards. New quarterback can do that to people. Chase Brown got a lot of playing time for sure. And then defensively, looked good as well. Cam Jones was kind of flying around. Wouldn't be surprised to see him up a dev trait and or like defensive player of the year runner up, something like that. I guess we can go to the off season. Isn't that where they give you all the like the season recap? That's where this is. And then we'll get one last look at the team. But yeah, so this was a fun little experiment. Obviously, it didn't work out the way we probably wanted it to, considering Bryce Young did not come in and make this team a winner right away. Bryce Young with 5 upgrades as well. Holy crap. Yeah, Chase Brown has a new, whatever you want to say, has a new ability as he was pretty good. So, I think it was actually at the Super Bowl that there was all that. But yeah, Chase Brown, superstar development, Rager. Thielen goes up, maybe holds his regression a little bit. Bryce Young was good. Defensively, Cam Jones, still sadly a normal development, 72 overall. It's fine. It is fine. Jordan Hicks is up a depth trait, though. Down 3 overalls. Not a good linebacker core at all. Probably need to change that. Brought in these corners, didn't play, through the roof. Lewis Seen is here, and Harrison Smith. So not that great of a defense. Had a good offense, but just couldn't back each other up and do what they needed to do. Offense was awesome, 6th in the league. Defense was atrocious. So maybe need to address that a little bit more. But yeah, that'll be all for me. And for more videos like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe. Make sure I know that you guys are enjoying the videos, and I'll have to see you guys next time.